Hey guys, the Langbanger here. Got a new deck profile for you, and it's Dark World. Some could consider this 2012 Womack. Some could just consider this Dark World with Injection Fairy Lilies. Now let me explain how the concept used to be. I believe it was at Nationals 2007, I believe. Maybe 2008, I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely one of those two. But pretty much back then we had 3-card Trooper. So you were able to go machine dupe with Trooper, that would be 1900 times 3, and then you would play another card and basically have game. And if you didn't, then you would be able to have game next turn, pretty much. So now things have changed. Trooper is now at 2. That old deck used to use Cyber Phoenix just because there were so many cards it targeted, like Widespread and Sakuratsu Armor. Yeah, we're not in those good days anymore, so... But, as I said, things have changed. We also got some new Dark World guys. Now, back then we had the golds, the silvers, the brows, the bronze, the dealings, lightnings, and drags. So now we have the gates, snows, and graphas. Now, also, in the older version, they used burn cards. They used D-Wall and Magic Cylinder. Just because, like I said, they're gonna put as much damage as they could possible. If they couldn't OTK on their turn, they would just set a D-Wall or a Cylinder and more than likely kill their opponent next turn if they tried to do something. So it was pretty efficient, but now I feel like the burn aspect is kind of outdated just because there's so many things that can just negate the cards. You have 3 MST. It also used to use 3 Cyber Phoenix. Now there aren't that many cards that target anymore, so that's not really needed. And plus, it got nice upgrades of Snow, Grapha, and Gates. So, like the old version, this wants to throw as much damage onto the board as possible. I did mention before you could pretty much consider this Dark Worlds with Lilies instead of the Tour Guides. That's fine. I mean, I am using the lightnings too, gold. Maybe not even everyone uses silvers. Maybe they'll use like 1 copy. I'm not really sure what everyone's build is looking like nowadays because Dark World's kind of just dropped off the face of this planet pretty much. But yeah, I mean, Injection Fairy Lily actually puts in a whole lot of work. So does Dark World Dealings. I mean, you play the Dealings, more than likely it's going to be going off. And then that means you pitch a Dark World, the effect goes off, and pretty much magic just starts to happen. So oftentimes you'll have multiple Dark Worlds on the board with an injection, and you know, that's pretty much game. And I am maxed out on the draw power. I have the 3 drag, the 3 dealings, the 3 gates, and card distraction. Oh, and Allure, I'm sorry. I'm not using Morphing Jar just because it is a slow card, and plus if you somehow run up against a mirror match, you don't want to be totally boned. I am using the 3 dealings, but that's just kind of like crucial. But if you think about it, like if you set Jar on your turn then pass, you're playing against Dark Worlds, they attack your face down Jar. Well, if they drop a big load of Dark Worlds out of their hand, you know, they're all going to be summoned or something's going to activate, and then, you know, it's during their battle phase, and that's just not good. So yeah, I mean, just let me know what you guys think of this. I really like Deck Devastation Virus right now just because it pretty much hits every big deck out there. Chaos Dragons, it may not, but also you might be able to outrush them, so that may not be that big of a problem. Now, Deck Dev can hit a few of their cards. You have Tour Guide, you have Raikou. I'm sure there's some other ones. Honest, if they somehow use it, Sangin. So there are some targets, so it won't be completely dead in that matchup. But if you play against Rabbit, you could hit their Tour Guide, their Rabbit, maybe even their Veilers. You know, something like that. That's crucial. That's sweet. Insectors, you can just hit their Hornet, hit their Dragonfly. It's not ideal to hit the Hornet, but, you know, it may actually be beneficial just to get it out of their hand or something like that. So, you know, it's better to just hit mass cards, so I'm not really thinking about what could happen. So in the Insector matchup, the only card that it doesn't hit is the Centipede. They could draw the Gigamantis, but, you know, they might be drawing dead at that point. So I really like Deck Devastation, like I said. And even against windups, if you somehow play against them, you should auto beat them as long as you draw that deck dev. So let me know what you guys think of this deck. I did do some duels a while back, but I believe I updated my list a little bit, so I decided to showcase it off. Plus I just got a new microphone, got it off of eBay. I really like the sound quality. Hopefully you guys do too. And thanks for watching. Peace.